Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Here we have the Thing Ultimate Dog Creature action figure by NECA. Now I did pre-order this one when it was announced and I received it I think last month or the month before, but I haven't had a chance to take it out of the box until now. So we'll have a look at the box here. So you have the movie title, The Thing, picture there at the front, another logo there, and here on the back you can actually see the figure or figures that are in the box. You actually have the creature there where it's in its dog form, and then various stages where it transitions into this form here. So you can actually see the figure inside. So we'll open this up. Here you can see another picture of the figure there, and here you have the figures and accessory parts. You've got the main figure there, the dog form, and the various parts that you can attach on. Okay, so let's get this one out of the box. Take the box out the way. It looks like it actually comes with some instructions on how to assemble the creature. Here you can have a look at the creature outside the packaging. It looks like it actually comes in two separate parts here, just stuck together. Let's get it separated and we'll get the figures out. Got some assembly instructions there. We'll have a closer look at those in a moment. Put that there. So you've got some of the tentacles there. So get everything out of the box. Okay, so here we have the first form of the creature. If you're not too familiar with what this is, what this figure is. It's from a movie called The Thing by John Carpenter. It's a great movie, great practical effects in the film, which is what this creature's based off. Essentially, the film's about a alien that assimilates and imitates other living creatures. So essentially, it will kill you, eat you, and pretend to be you. And in the start of the film, we see two people hunting and chasing down a dog. I believe they're Norwegian, and they don't speak any English, so we're not able to tell what they're saying. But they were chasing down this dog for some reason, which we'll find out later in the film or in a few moments when I start adding on these parts to the creature. And then, yeah, later on in the film, they find out it's not actually a dog. So we'll look at the instructions here. I'm glad NECA included these because there is a lot of parts on this figure. Just managed to take everything out of the box. So we'll have a go at attaching the various parts on the creature here. So here we'll swap out the face on the creature. It's just a ball peg in there. The head just pops off. Came off quite easily. I don't think that was fitted on very securely. But here you can have a look at the wolf head or the dog head. Put that to one side. I believe this fits on this way. Let me look back on the instructions. Oh, okay, so it's actually the other way. Does that make sense? This fits on like that. Pretty gruesome. And then we got some other parts here. Okay, so the next parts to go on are this little skull and this tongue here. So we'll try fit that on. Looking at the instructions, the tongue should go on first. And the skull should fit on after. So that opens up. That fits on something like that. Already looks pretty nasty. So next, we need to take off the skull. And from here, the creature really starts changing shape. Let's get this back in. Next piece to go on is this longer tongue, which is on a bendy wire. You can position that any way you like. And that just fits into the little hole in there. Like so. Don't think that head's on properly, but we'll leave that for now. And we'll attach the other parts. The next piece to go on is this part here. Oops. It's got the little spines and tentacles just coming off the body there. Get this head back on. Okay, that feels more secure. This should just go over the body. Okay, let's get this part on. You can see this creature starting to change. There we go. Our next parts to go on are these legs here, these little crab-like appendages, and they just peg onto the little holes there on the back. So we'll try to fit these on. I don't think there's any specific order they need to be pegged on in. It's just getting them in the sockets there. Oh, there goes the head. So I've managed to get most of them on, with the exception of one, which was quite tough to fit on. I think maybe some hot water, or it's a bit of heat from a hairdryer to get that into the socket, but you can see the creature now with those limbs attached. As it starts to change into its later form, from here you can detach some parts of the monster or creature. Looking at the instructions, you can pop off the arms and attach tentacles onto those. Give that a try. So these arms are quite tough to get off. I think I'll probably need a bit of heat here, but these are what you can put in place of the arms. You've got these two tentacles. So we'll take this away and we'll look at the main figure here. So you got the main creature. You've got various parts that fit on. I mean, without instructions, there'd be no way you'd know all this stuff fits together. Look at all these tentacles that it comes with as well. So I'm going to try get this all together. Right, so I've fitted some of the parts that this comes with. Oh, tentacle just popped off. fit that back on. I was just about to say, this does come with a lot of parts, and you could say one of the best things about this is you can have all the parts attached whichever way you like. To be honest, there's loads of ports on the figure to plug in all these tentacles that it comes with, which gives you a bit of customization, I'd say. But I tried to stick to what it had on the instructions. We'll leave this out for now. That's meant to plug in at the bottom there. Do have to have a lot of patience for something like this, which you could say is a bit of a negative point, depending on if you're a patient person or not. So we'll have a look at the figure here. So these legs came as a separate part, which you need to pop off a leg that's already attached on the figure, which then exposes the barbell joint, which then you pop these other legs on. I would recommend heating everything up, make your life a whole lot easier. I did not do that because I wanted to suffer. But we'll have a look at the figure here, so you can see the face here, some articulation in the head there. You can look up, look down, you can move it around. The jaw does open up. Which looks really nice. Does have this really nice wet look going on, which is pretty accurate to what you see in the movie. There is articulation in these legs that attach here, so you can move them up and down. There is a bend here in the joint. Spin that around. Bit of movement in the claws there at the top. It's fairly stiff. I haven't heated anything up. And on the other arm, you got some movement in these two claws here, so you can bring them in, bring them out, and again a bend here as well. This thing does look nasty, which is what it's meant to be anyway. How it's meant to be. We'll have a look at we'll bring in the first form here as well, so you can have a look at both together. I do like the fact that there's a lot of options with this. Even with this one, you could stick in some of the tentacles into the ports there on the back. A lot of options with these two, which is something that I quite like. Be good for taking loads of pictures if that's what you like to do. One thing I did forget to show is this little piece here that comes in the box, which could use as like a little diorama. You can put the figure on there. Looks pretty cool. I think overall I do quite enjoy these figures. I want to take some pictures of these later, and of course I'll put them at the end of the video. But I do like all the different options you have with the figure, which makes it Keeps it interesting. I mean, you can plug these legs into the other side if you wanted to, or put these tentacles on the other side. There goes his head. There's so many options. But yeah, overall, I would say this is quite a nice piece from NECA. I do love the Thing movie, and I've always wanted to get some of the creatures that you see there in the film. This is this is the first creature that you actually see in the movie. Hopefully NECA will release some more. We can get some more creatures to add to the collection. But yeah, this is one that I would recommend. I mean, I do maybe a bit biased because I do love the movie, but really gruesome figure, and I quite like that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.